Get the back of the truck open. We'll need to check. Get in. We'll meet you at the garage in the morning like we arranged. And remember, Joe, if you're stopped, you have been paid a lot of money. Police?
Yes?
I want to report a stolen vehicle.
Vehicle?
A gray Navy supply truck. Registration number 94RN76. We're with them. It went like clockwork. Naturally, all we have to do now is press the button.
Craig Sterling, one of the champions, endowed with the senses and qualities of a superhuman. Craig Sterling, Sharon McCready, and Richard Barrett, the champions, endowed with the qualities and skills of superhumans. Qualities and skills both physical and mental to the peak of human performance. Gifts given to them by an unknown race of people from a lost city in Tibet. Gifts that are a secret to be closely guarded. A secret that enables them to use their powers to their best advantage as the champions of law, order, and justice. Operators of the International Agency of Nemesis.
Escort duty?
For President Drobnik's visit to Britain.
And just how do I come into it?
You, OS personal companion to Madame Drobnik.
I see.
This visit represents a major policy change, doesn't it?
That's why nothing must go wrong. Now, I want you both to study these very carefully. You'll see that Drobnik has had a somewhat checkered career. Just now, well, he's trying to mend fences with the West. As a matter of fact, immediately after this trip, he goes to Washington for talks.
Do we go with him?
No. Craig goes to America to arrange liaison facilities as soon as I can spare him.
Just as a matter of interest, is trouble expected?
Well, his country's been in a turmoil. There must be lots of refugee groups with old scores to settle.
As you say, a lot of old scores. And your job is to see that they remain safely on the books.
Where does the president's tour start?
Well, after the usual state reception, he begins with a visit to the submarine base at Loch Tranent.
Do we fly directly to Scotland?
Yes, today, because as a goodwill gesture, the British Navy are giving Drobnik a short surface trip across the loch on Her Majesty's submarine Weatherby.
Her Majesty's submarine Weatherby. It will be a pleasure to see her put through her paces.
Lieutenant Commander Street is the officer commanding, sir.
Good. A very fine vessel, Commander. Nuclear potential, of course.
Yes, of course. Mr. President, I hope that after your little trip across the loch, you and Madame Drobnik will do us the honor of dining with us here tonight.
Thank you, Admiral. But please, nothing elaborate.
Will Madame Drobnik be coming aboard, sir?
Yes, Mr. Barr. Madame Drobnik will come with us. Like myself, she likes to learn about everything.
In addition, we have provided this year 927,321 square meters of living accommodation, which will ensure a 0.63% rise in cubic meterage of airspace per capita.
Ready when you are, sir.
Excellent. I hope you will give me the opportunity of seeing the submarine dive, Commander.
Dive? Well, we only planned a surface trip, sir.
But the submarine is not a surface vessel.
We could check with the Admiralty, sir.
Oh, I don't think we'd bother them, Commander. We'll arrange a dive for you, sir.
In our country, we have 10,000 square miles of such bays. Perfect for tourism.
Yes, but we need many more hotels so that the people can come and enjoy it.
Stand by.
When you're ready, sir.
Oh, carry on.
Thank you.
Cast off, ordered. Cast off. Stand by.
Standing by, sir.
Overhead port.
Overhead port it is, sir.
Civilian?
Engineers, sir, from the shipyard. They're making a final engine test. We're operating with a skeleton naval crew.
The full naval establishment includes a naval surgeon and a theater star.
All this equipment for officers only, I suppose.
For the entire crew.
Stand by, stand by.
We better be getting back to the control section. Commander Street is preparing to dive.
This is the galley, sir, and you've already seen the crew's quarters.
And this?
Storeroom, I think. Yes.
As you say, just a storeroom.
Sir?
hatches! Close forward hatches. Forward hatches closed, sir. Main hatch closed, sir. Prepare to dive. Dive! 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 Dive!
Diving. Diving.
Six fathoms falling, sir.
Now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, 1, 0.
There's something wrong, sir. We've lost contact.
Use the reserve frequencies.
Secure watertight doors, section 3, 4, and 7. Check forward escape hatch clear. Title to report immediate.
3, 4, and 7 secured, sir. Six. Are you reading me? Over.
I want full-time helicopter watch for bodies, wreckage, any sign at all. Yes.
Number 7 Air Sea Rescue, sir.
Thank you, Captain.
Just coming.
Admiral Cox speaking. Now listen, I want launches over the precise spot permanently. Now, we have no radio contact, and we don't know whether they can get a line up to us. So you better try and get a telephone link down to them, right?
Do we know what happened?
No, not yet. There was a sonic sounding of an explosion. After that, nothing.
Have you informed the minister, sir?
Huh?
The minister?
That's all right. He was next on the list.
06. Are you reading me? Over.
Take it gently.
Where is he? What have you done with him? Where is my husband?
He's been taken to the sick bay, Madam Dropnik. Miss McCready is a qualified doctor. Any luck?
No. I've released lines, but there's no way of knowing whether they reach the surface correctly.
Well, they're bound to try and establish contact with us. Keep sending. Tell them we'll let them have the details as soon as we get them. I'll get someone to fix that.
No, it's okay. Others got it worse.
Fine.
Get the stretcher clear.
Vinny!
Madam Dropnik, there's nothing you can do in here.
I told him he should never have come to Britain. He has too many enemies in the West.
Come on, you can do no good in here.
You hate him, don't you? You hate him. You're not even going to try to help. I'm not leaving him. I'm not leaving him alone with you.
Then sit down.
Don't give me orders. I'm the wife of a head of state. You let him die because that's what you want. He's die.
When I've examined him, I'll tell you the position. Now roll up your sleeve.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? No, I won't. I won't.
Our distinguished visitors met her match.
Wait a few minutes and then take her to a cabin to rest.
It doesn't look too bad.
In a submarine, you learn to judge an egg by the eggshell.
A hairline crack and the yolk's gone, right?
Right.
Who's in charge down here?
Raven, he's carting this president fella to the sick bay. Any objections?
No, but I want a complete damage report. Engines, hydroplanes, bulkhead plates, ballast tanks. We haven't made contact with the base yet. We could be on our own.
The captain's dead.
Yes, he took the full force of the explosion.
I'm senior engineer on board. If the captain's dead, this submarine is my responsibility.
And Drobnik's mine.
Thank you. But don't think I owe you any favors. Drobnik's just one man. There are 30 men down here, 30 lives that need saving.
I'm aware of that. Get that report, Raven. How we surface and when.
Yes, I understand. Come in, Craig. Yes, go on. But what time was this? I see. Now, look, if there is any more news, phone me at once. Do you understand? All right. Thank you. Goodbye.
How bad is it, Tremaine? Do you know? Sharon and Richard are in trouble, aren't they?
Well, yes. Yes, they are, but I only heard about it a couple of seconds ago. How did you know?
I know. I just had a feeling.
Yep.
Sir, please don't start asking me how. Just give me the details, okay?
Well, apparently there was some kind of explosion on the Weatherby. Well, there's no news yet. They're still trying to make contact.
Drobnik?
Yes, he was on board.
I'd like to leave for Loch immediately, sir.
Craig, there's nothing you can do.
Maybe not, but it doesn't make any difference.
But there is one thing you can check on. Might throw some light on the business. A naval truck heading for Loch was hijacked a couple of nights ago. The police have got the chaps who did it.
Okay, Tremaine, I check on it.
Craig?
Sir?
This feeling of yours, it didn't tell you whether Richard and Sharon were...
No, sir. It didn't.
The radar sweep pinpoints it here.
In the Kilcordy Trench.
Right. That's deep. Too deep for us to get divers down.
And too deep for them to use the escape hatch. It wouldn't be so bad if we knew what was going on down there. What about the radio telephone link?
It'll be lowered down. Without divers, we won't get a proper connection. We'll lose it if there's any movement.
I've been checking. I'm sure it wasn't an accident.
Sabotage.
It looks like it. I'm waiting for a report on the extent of the damage. Must have been somebody who was well aware of Drobnik's itinerary. How is he?
I'm just about to see the x-rays. I'll know more then.
Well, if we're going to get out of here, we've got no time to lose.
But what about the undersea escape system, Raven?
We're down too deep for that.
Well, it's worth a risk, isn't it?
Haley, there's no risk. Well, you get out, sure. But you'll be dead with the bends in an hour.
And down here? What happens down here?
We start repairs. We'll check the forward bulkhead. Then I'll deliver this damage report to our self-appointed boss.
It's far worse than I thought. These fluid levels indicate a perforation. With an abdominal injury like that, well, he won't last through the night. He needs surgery.
Well, can you do it?
Me? Me do it?
Well, you'll have to if we can't get him up in time.
But, Richard, there are 100 branches of medicine, and surgery isn't mine.
It is now. You said yourself he'd die anyway. If you make a mistake, well, it won't change anything. But if you don't, then you could save him.
Let's wait for the engineer's report. We'll decide then.
Raven?
Coming!
You ready to tell us the worst?
You want the technical details?
Just the practical consequences. Can we surface?
Qualified, yes, providing we're able to pump out the forward hatches.
Are they completely flooded?
Plates buckle, port and starboard. We'll start pumping straight away.
How long will it take?
It depends how badly the plates have gone. There's no way of checking from the inside.
That'll be all, Raven.
There's more. The air purifying system has gone. It went when we crashed.
What about the emergency supply?
That's what I mean, Barrett. The air started fouling up the minute that explosion went off.
How long will the supply last?
12 hours. In 9 hours from now, not even a mouse could breathe in this sub.
And we've got until 5 a.m.
While you're pumping, will there be any violent movement?
Well, there certainly will. She'll shift every time one more gallon goes. When we pumped out the starboard hold, there'll be an 18 degrees list.
Under those conditions, without an operation, Drobnik would never make it to the surface.
Then you'll have to operate.
Yes. Yes, I will.
Now, wait a minute. We can't hold up the pumping just so you can go to work with a knife.
You can, and you will.
We'll be ready with the pumps in 30 minutes. Florence Nightingale had better be finished by then.
30 minutes? It's going to take me 3 to 4 hours to prepare, and then at least another 2 to complete. And then only if there's no complications.
6 hours? Forget it.
How long will the pumping take?
I don't know.
Well, if the operation takes 6 hours, we've still got 3 hours left.
That's right, 3 hours. The pumping could take double that.
And it could take 30 minutes. You said yourself it depends on the condition of the plates. The important thing is to keep Drobnik alive.
Have you thought about us, Barrett?
There are 30 men down there. Have you thought about them?
Do you realize that if this man dies, thousands of lives will be at stake? The operation goes ahead.
And the pumping?
That starts when Miss McCready is finished.
You're willing to gamble our lives that butcher?
Now listen, you. Until this is all over, you stay in the engine room. And that goes for all of you.
Suffocate down there? Is that it, Barrett? Is that your idea?
We've got no choice, Haley. Better do as the man says.
Ships directly above. Launches from the strength of the signal.
I guess they're trying to get a line down to us.
Right.
never move it. The hatch closes automatically after each escape.
Will you hear me?
I doubt it. Although it all depends on the level of the water.
Can you hear me? Hold the water level! Can you hear me?
It's Haley, it must be. His nerve broke. You pushed him too far, Barrett.
Haley! Haley!
He's going out. He might just as well blow his brains out.
That's number one, Barrett. And it's only a beginning if we stay down here. Trim up.
That's the last of the preparatory work I'm about to start. You stay? That's the thing to watch for danger signs.
The air supplies failing down there.
And President Drobnik?
Dying. Maybe. Dead.
Get into hospital. He won't last the night. And all the rest of them without emergency air supply.
Well, radio telephone contact should be made soon, sir.
If there's anybody left to contact.
We'll draw lots. Sharon.
He's going.
Cardiac massage.
You don't scare me. I've only been remanded in custody. I'll get away with a couple of years with some soft beak.
Is that right? The easiest judge in this country wouldn't give you less than 15.
What, for hoisting a truck?
For sabotage.
For what?
You put it together yourself, friend. A truckload of stores gets hijacked. A mystery call drops you and your friend in the cop's lap. You're not unhappy, quite the reverse. And the submarine stores, they're recovered.
You've lost me, mate.
Have I? An explosion occurred in one of the Weatherby's storerooms this afternoon, and that sub is now lying crippled on the bottom of Loch Traneth.
You expecting to believe that?
You can read it in the morning papers, but you better start talking right now.
It's 3:40. How long before we know?
There's no violent reaction. In half an hour, you can start the pumps.
Train here.
Oh, it's you, Craig.
Yeah, any news?
No. I thought this call might be something.
On the approach road to Loch Traneth.
No, they haven't got much time now.
No, they haven't. How did you get on?
He told us what he knew. It wasn't much, just the name, in fact, Vagel or Vadel. He heard the second man pronounce it. I got a little hunch. You might just check on file 791K/725LX Martin Vadel, Vedel. Let me know what you find out. I'm going over to Loch Traneth.
Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, how the devil did you remember that file number?
Sorry, can't stop.
What?
Ran out of shillings.
You what?
Ran out of shillings.
Run out of shillings?
Bye.
Craig. Run out of shillings. How very convenient.
Tired?
It's the air. It's going to be touch and go, Richard.
Yes, the emergency supply is all used up by now. All we've got is the air that's around us.
You better tell Madame Drobnik.
No, come on. Boy, the air's getting bad out here.
My husband.
I think he'll be all right.
Miss McCready performed an emergency operation. He has a good chance.
Is this true? He has a chance.
Thanks to Miss McCready.
All his life, one chance is all he needed.
Take these. You'll soon feel better.
He'll survive. We'll all survive.
Give me the gun.
Get over there. Face it, face the wall.
So you were chosen to kill him?
I got the black ace.
With Raven dealing.
Now don't try to cause any more trouble. Somebody's gonna put Drobnik out of the way to save the rest of us.
I only need a few more moments to confirm Drobnik's progress, that's all.
That's too much.
What kept you? Come on!
I didn't want to startle him into doing anything.
Where are you going, Jackson? I'd stay just where you are if I were you. You all right?
The air's getting very thin, sir.
Lock this man up somewhere safe.
Come on, you. Arch.
You'd better keep an eye on Drobnik. I'll get the pumping operation started. You can start the pumping. The operation's over. Now, come on, you heard me. It's what you've been waiting for.
How is it you're not short of breath, Barrett?
Got your own private supply of oxygen in the sick bay?
There's oxygen for Drobnik.
Of course.
No one else. Start the pumping.
It's too late, Barrett. One goes, and an hour we all go. Even your precious president.
They said 12 hours.
Another 30 minutes.
Come on, Trimmer. One last effort. We're moving.
We're going to need you to take us up. Can you hear me?
The telephone link. They've done it. They made contact.
They've established radio and telephone link through the hull.
Let me have it.
Go unscramble before they can receive you, sir. If they know how.
Barrett? Barrett? Can you hear me?
A scrambling device. There must be a switch to stop it.
Wait a minute, Sharon. I think I'm getting it.
Doesn't sound like Craig, does it?
I repeat, the scrambler switch is located to the left of the operator's sitting position.
It's not possible, man. Scramblers were invented to disguise meaning from the unaided human ear. The speech has been speeded up fantastically.
Admiral, in this particular case, I know it's worth trying.
Serling, this is wishful thinking on your part.
Hello, Craig. Thanks for the instructions. Reading you loud and clear. Now, how do we get this thing up?
It's all yours, Admiral.
Barrett, how many train crew have you got left?
The last man collapsed a few moments ago, but he'll be all right. They'll all be all right if we surface immediately.
Are you ready with your instructions?
For one man?
And a chief engineer.
Sharon? Stand by main engines. Half ahead both.
Right, now secure the helm and set the hydroplanes at 5 degrees.
I think that's it.
Barrett, now you're ready to blow tanks, but when you do, she'll move.
That's what I'm hoping, Admiral.
Now listen, Barrett.
The radio telephone link is by magnetic clamp on the submarine's hull. Now, when she moves, the odds are the line will break.
You'll be on your own.
Get ready to blow tanks, Sharon.
On at half speed ahead.
Number 1 tank blown. Number 2 tank blown. She's rising.
Radio telephone link broken, sir.
That means they're coming up.
If only the emergency pumps can keep the water out of the damaged hole, she should be able to rise steadily at a few fathoms per minute. Oh, my God. Pressure compensation. At depth, the interior pressure on the hull is built up to match the pressure of the weight on the water.
And as you approach the surface, the pressure has to be reduced?
Yes, or the whole thing could burst like a rotten apple.
The pressure compensation, how's it done?
A pressure compensation valve. It's open, the adjustment's automatic.
Where's it situated?
The RT line's broken, there's nothing we can do about it.
Just tell me where it's situated.
Above the chief engineer's console, but it's too late. There's no way of contacting Barrett now.
Richard?
Sharon, open the compensation valve.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
Granted with pleasure. Good to see you.
Mr. Barrett.
Sir.
Found a man between decks, locked up. Says his name's Jackson, an engineer. What's the story on him?
Well, he panicked a bit. We had to lock him up. Fortunately, there's no harm done. In any case, I'm not sure we didn't get the wrong man. Well, thank you very much for your help, Captain.
Thank you, Mr. Barrett.
I guess that's the end of Drobnik's fence mending with the West.
I don't see why.
After what happened here, he can hardly be that fond of Britain.
Why? An unsuccessful assassination attempt, no leads to go on.
Tremaine mentioned Drobnik's checkered career. It includes making a lot of enemies among the faithful.
What, his own party members?
The attempt was conducted by one Martin Vadel, first secretary of his embassy in London. I got identification from his hired help. It was all settled while the two of you were out boating.
Diplomatic immunity, though. He can't be touched.
So it was all for nothing. They could try again anytime.
Perhaps on his next trip to Washington.
At least that'll be your assignment.
I don't think so. I understand Madame Drobnik is planning to ask Tremaine for you and Sharon to cover her husband on all his Western travels. Seems the two of you somehow have managed to win her over.